Good morning, friends, family. Hope you're all well today. I don't know about you, but I'm a morning person. Always have been. Always just about the first one up in the house every day, even on weekends. Which also means I'm usually the one putting the dog outside first thing in the morning. But I've noticed all the time when I go out in the mornings that early, just before or after sunrise, how quiet it is. You can hear the birds singing, how peaceful. If it's raining, you can hear the rain falling in the trees. Not a whole lot of noise pollution yet. It's just very peaceful. It's always reminded me of the opening to a song called "Even in the Quietest Moments" by a band called Supertramp, if you remember. The song wasn't a big radio hit, but I remember hearing it and really liking the peaceful tone it struck. Just a nice sound. So I've been listening to it this week on YouTube, and pretty sure it was probably written about a past relationship with a woman, but I think the first verse could apply to how a lot of us are feeling about this virus and the things that are going on in our world today. So listen to the first verse of this song. Even in the quietest moments, I wish I knew what I had to do. And even though the sun is shining, well, I feel the rain. Here it comes again, dear. And even when you showed me, my heart was out of tune, for there's a shadow of doubt that's not letting me find you too soon. The music that you gave me, the language of my soul. Oh Lord, I want to be with you. Won't you let me come in from the cold? Don't you let the sun fade away. Don't you let the sun fade away. Don't you let the sun be leaving. Won't you come to me soon? Sounds like someone who's lost hope or is suffering through a loss, like I said, maybe of a relationship. You know, this virus stuff has us all stuck in our homes, and to a great extent we've lost our normal lives. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it gives you a lot more time to reflect inward. How did we get here? Why is God allowing this to happen? Hard questions to answer, especially if it hits close to home, like it did for us. As many of you know, our son Stephen came home from college for spring break on the 13th of March and was very sick that evening. He had a fever and a cough and telltale signs, so we thought it was probably a sinus infection. So Mary Ellen took him to after hours clinic that evening, got some antibiotics, came home. A couple days later, Sunday morning, he was not feeling well at all still. So we decided to take him to he had trouble breathing, so we took him to an ER. And they diagnosed him with pneumonia. Gave him some more antibiotics, sent him home. Spent all week on the antibiotics, and it really wasn't helping much, wasn't making much change. So he had a couple of allergic reactions to a couple of the antibiotics that he was on, had to be switched a couple of times. So by the end of the week, the next Saturday night, he still just was not feeling well. His breathing was not sounding very good. So Sunday morning, we took him back to the ER. Only that Sunday morning, on the 22nd, they wouldn't let us in with him. Patients only. That didn't sit well with us, with Mom especially. Couldn't be with her baby boy going into the hospital all by himself. So we sat in the car and waited for a couple of hours. And then the doctor called us on Stephen's phone and told us that they were pretty sure that it was coronavirus and that he was going to be admitted. Well, again, Mary Ellen goes all mama bear and says she has to be there with her son. And of course they didn't let her. So he was in there for 3 days by himself. We couldn't even go visit. And thank God he pulled through, due, I believe, in large part to prayers from all of you, everyone who knows us. We told about all over the country, people were praying for us. What a comforting feeling. It really buoyed us during those times and kept us going, because there were some hard times. We didn't know how he was doing, if he was going to make it or not. How could such a bad thing happen to such a young, strong person? But thankfully God healed him. He's back to himself. He's eating like a teenager again, just working on getting his lung function back. But I know there are also many of you We've had this hit a little too close to home for comfort, so I can empathize with you, and I will pray for you. And I have been praying for you. The bottom line is, when life is hard like this, and we don't feel like we're in control, because we aren't, we can feel hopeless and helpless. Remember, John 9 tells the story of Jesus who healed the man who'd been blind from birth. All he'd ever known was darkness. Jesus gave him the gift of sight after proclaiming, "I am the light of the world." Paul advises us not to lose heart when troubles of this life cloud our outlook on the future. When we're discouraged by the sin and injustice of the world, a broken relationship, a hard situation at work or loss of a job, a grim financial outlook, a health crisis, and more, it can feel like we're sitting in a dark room. How can this ever be resolved? It's all about perspective and what we focus on. We can sit around with mud in our eyes, or we can wash it off and see the light of Jesus. Paul says the problems we see are temporary, but the hope we have in Jesus, though unseen, is real and eternal. These bodies we're in weren't created to last forever, but as Christians, we share a bright future in Jesus Christ, the light of the world. 2 Corinthians 4:18 says, "So we fix our eyes not on what's seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." So I encourage you to take advantage of some of your quietest moments that God is blessing you with while the world is slowed down, and remember the hope we have in Him. May God bless you today.